All right. It's time for my weekly book talk. Before I actually start talking about books, though, I want to talk about something else. Tomorrow we're going to be out of school for Election Day. It is presidential primary time, so if you've not yet voted and you're registered, please make sure that you go vote. I've talked to some kids and they've said, well, I don't even understand. Why do I even need to vote? It's not going to make a difference. Well, your vote can't count if you don't cast it. So make sure and exercise your right to vote because you get to, especially if you're a member of a group that hasn't always had the right to vote. Make sure that you get out and vote. So, on to the book talks. It's been kind of a light week for me as far as reading. I've been reading the third book in the Red Rising trilogy. You see where I am there. I'm getting close to the end. So I thought I would just tell you about the whole series. It starts with Red Rising, and the second one is Golden Sun. The basic premise of the series is that we have colonized the galaxy, okay? The main character in Red Rising is a Red. He is a member of a class that mines Mars for this element that they are told is going to be used to terraform planets to make them livable, right? For hundreds of years, they've been mining in Mars. They've been dying by their early 30s because it's so dangerous. They're underfed. They live in terrible conditions of poverty and extreme stress. And anyway, so they're toiling away, sending their children to the mines to die, making more children, things like that, in an endless struggle to what they think is shaping the future. Well, they're told pretty close to the beginning of the book that, you find out that Mars has been terraformed, all the other planets have been terraformed, they've been lied to this whole time. So the main character is taken by this rebel group, and he is transformed into one of the ruling class, which are called the Golds. Society is stratified by different colors, and each color has a very specific task and level in the hierarchy. Who I would recommend this book to are fans of Game of Thrones. It's very Game of Thrones-ish. Don't get attached to characters because they will die. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of action, a lot of battles, a lot of technical details and stuff. But it is, like I said, if you like Game of Thrones, you would probably like this, but it's set in space, and there's a lot of Roman references. So, but check it out if you're into stuff like that. Another book that I read recently that I didn't talk about is called More Happy Than Not, and we have it here in the library. And the premise of this book is that there's a company that has been created called Lidio, and they will basically erase memories for you. So candidates for this procedure are generally people that have witnessed a terrible event, something horrible has happened in their life, and they want to forget that so that they can move on into the future without having to constantly be reminded of this horrible thing that has happened to them. Well, the main character, he finds his father dead at home and has a lot of difficulties afterwards related to that and related to other things as well. And he decides that he wants to undergo the procedure. And that is where I will leave you. So you'll have to read the book to find out more about it. What exactly, it's not just his father's death that he wants to forget, but another thing that may or may not be central to his identity. So check it out. And again, don't forget to vote tomorrow if you're registered to vote. Go do it. Thanks, bye.